religious practice, people often refer to as rituals, putting up the Christmas tree, lighting the Hanukkah lights, and so on and so forth. There is a purpose, right? That we just said, everything we said, it means that there is a purpose behind it. And more importantly, that there's a power to it. It's not coincidental that certain things have been done for thousands of years.
At certain times of the year also.
At certain times of the year, and so on and so forth. Rav Ashlag, for instance, speaks at length about the fact that if you come from a certain tradition and you've been doing certain things, it's actually very dangerous to let that go because there's something in there. Now, not the rote ritual, but once it is understood in its proper context of spiritual growth and transformation, I would go further as say that it's actually important to do some of, if not many of, these actions within the proper context of and consciousness growth. Mm-hmm. For example, we're going in the next few weeks, we're going to be lighting the Hanukkah candles in our home. We'll be doing it. Our children will be doing it. We'll be singing certain songs and so on and so forth. Why am I going to do it? Why are you going to do it? Because, again, we've spent years understanding the spiritual purpose of those actions. I am not doing it to be okay with God. I'm not doing it because this is what my parents did. I'm doing it because I understand the
or because it's expected of you.
I understand the spiritual significance of it, and my expectation of myself and these actions is that I will grow from them, that I will change from them. If I go, for instance, to the 8 days of Hanukkah and I am the same person, I haven't changed even in the slightest bit, I haven't gained a deeper understanding of myself and so on and so forth, I've done it wrong. Without this spiritual understanding, which I strongly urge all of our listeners to gain more of, and literally this takes years and years of study to understand each one, but what I would say is this: the rituals, the actions, what some call the precepts, they actually are very powerful. Think about it. It's not a coincidence that for 1,000 years people have been doing this or that. There must be something there. On the other hand, doing it without an understanding, doing it without a spiritual context that I better be growing and changing from it is worse than not doing it at all. So you have this paradox.
Worse, you would say?
Yes, because for many reasons, but you might just, I'm a good person, I'm okay with God.
Oh, because it might fool you into...
I can be selfish and not grow and not change from lighting the candles, for instance, or putting up the Christmas tree. But
it can be an excuse to act badly because exactly. I did X, Y, and Z.
I went to church, on Christmas, so God's okay with me. No, by the way, he's not. Whatever he or she, it is the energy we spoke about. There is a power to what some call religion or rituals or practice or precepts, but only within the spiritual context. If you understand it, how these actions are meant to be helping me grow and change, and calling it back to what we said before, being more in line and in tune with that energy of creation, of the creator, that will then bring more blessings into my life, then you're on the path to doing it right.